I know this may sound strange, but it's possible that Real Madrid and Kylian Mbappe are about to fail. A ton of lost opportunities, 2 crucial games, and 2 missed penalties. It's becoming hard to watch Mbappe continue to dump stinkers week after week. Let's discuss the matchup with Athletic Bilbao. That victory was important for Real Madrid. I really, truly needed it. With a game remaining, a win would have left them only 1 point behind Barcelona. The stakes are high, right? Then, Mbappe took the spot when Madrid had the ideal opportunity to tie the score. What does he do, then? Mbappe, really? Once more? Madrid supporters probably would have preferred it if someone else had taken that penalty at this moment. When I say anyone, I mean literally anyone. Mbappe has just not been it since moving to Real Madrid. So, here's the real question. What is the true situation with Mbappe and Real Madrid? Mbappe was that football player only a few seasons ago. Yes, France may have lost that year's World Cup final, but Mbappe's hat-trick in the world's most important match solidified his place as the next generation of superstars. He was just as impressive with PSG on the club scene. With 255 goals in 305 games, he surpassed players like Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Edinson Cavani to become PSG's all-time best scorer by 2024, despite only having played for the team for 7 years. Real Madrid, the largest European team on the continent, was certain to arrive given the kind of output he was producing. The saga lasted years, a couple of unsuccessful bids, and even Mbappe turning Madrid down in 2022, but in the summer a few months back, Mbappe finally became a Galactico. However, things haven't quite gone according to plan for Mbappe and Real Madrid. When he signed, it was supposed to be a move that would take Real Madrid's attack to a level out of this world. But instead, what we're witnessing now is completely different. When he signed, on a free transfer by the way, PSG fumbled hard, expectations were through the roof. This was supposed to be his moment, playing alongside Vinicius Jr., who is easily one of the best in the world right now, and Rodrigo, a rock-solid talent. Add in Jude Bellingham, Madrid's MVP last season and a Ballon d'Or top 3 player, and Mbappe had a dream setup. But what happened instead? Disaster after disaster after disaster. Sure, his start wasn't awful. I mean, he scored in the Super Cup final. And his performance against Mallorca wasn't bad either, but after that, it's been downhill fast. No impact against Valladolid, a ghost against Las Palmas. And come on, we're not talking about powerhouse teams here. These are the kind of games where a $200 million player should be running riot, putting on highlight reels. Instead, Mbappe's been giving us meh performances. Then came the day we all thought Mbappe was finally back. He scored 2 goals against Batiste, one from the penalty spot and the other. Okay, credit where it's due. That was some brilliant movement from him. He didn't stop there either, keeping up the momentum with 4 goals in 4 straight games. And as of right now, he's got a total of 10 goals in 20 games this season. Now, 10 goals in 20 games isn't terrible for your average striker. But for Mbappe, that's awful. And to make matters worse, half, or maybe even more than half, of those goals are from penalties. This guy just can't seem to score from open play anymore. And it's mind-blowing. We're talking about a player who ended his last season with PSG as Europe's joint top scorer with a ridiculous 52 goals. With numbers like that, it's no wonder players and fans expected him to hit the ground running. But as we've seen, it just hasn't worked out like that. Why though? Why is it so hard for a player who had such a phenomenal season at PSG to adapt and thrive at Madrid? Well, one reason could be his position. Naturally, Mbappe has always been known as that lethal left winger. Madrid even got a taste of it during the 2021 to 2022 season. But here's the issue. No one really understands what Madrid was thinking. They brought in Mbappe, who excels on the left wing, into a team that already has Vinicius Jr., a player who's been on fire ever since Carlo Ancelotti took over. You see, Vinicius isn't just good. He's been so outstanding that he was this close to winning the Ballon d'Or. I mean, no team in their right mind would bench someone like that or try to alter his position. So, forcing Mbappe into the number 9 role? That was never going to work. I mean, this is the same guy who openly complained about playing that position at PSG. So, honestly, what did Madrid think was going to happen? That some kind of magic would fix everything? Dude has just been so off playing that number 9 role. And no game showed it. Better than El Clasico. That was the day I found out one player could be caught offside 8 times. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Seriously, how does that even happen? And the craziest part is, for a player like Mbappe, one of the 3 fastest players in the world, he shouldn't even need to get caught offside that much I mean, just think about it. If this guy is 10 or even 20 meters behind a defender like Inigo Martinez or Cabarsi, and the ball gets played into space, are you telling me Mbappe can't still meet the ball? I mean, this is a guy who's clocked 38 kilometers per hour in a single game. Getting caught offside like that only means one thing. Mbappe isn't aware of his surroundings. And that just proves the number 9 role is not it for him. But let's set that aside for a moment. What about his finishing lately? Now, don't get me wrong, this guy has scored some sick goals. I mean, just look at his goal against Getafe. Or that one against Celta Vigo. Absolute madness. But the problem is, for every worldie, Mbappe misses way too many chances. Take the game against Barcelona for instance. Mbappe got clear-cut chances, and he missed them. And then, when did he score? No shocker. He was caught offside. Yep, just another day of Mbappe things. And what about the Getafe game? Now, there are missed chances, but Mbappe took it to a whole new level. I mean, just watch this. If someone told me that was Mbappe who missed, I'd slap them in the gut. Because there's no way in hell that guy misses a sitter like that. And honestly, there's no way. Something like that doesn't mess with your confidence in front of goal. You enjoyed this video and still haven't subscribed to jvsport yet? Yeah, hit that button down below.